Do you have an injury update on Danica, where she's at? Not good.
Not good. Yeah,
Lost the season.
yeah. She is.
ACL.
A knee issue, yeah. Yep. Very unfortunate loss for the team. She does so much for us in so many ways. The good thing is she'll be able to still travel with us in some capacity and be around the team, and she will return again next year. So we're lucky that we were one game under the 30%, so she's able to return. 2 games under, I think. So she will return, but it is a big loss. We're really, really lucky that we have the depth that we have and the freshman class that we have that's so strong. So I'm thankful for that.
How's your team kind of managed knowing that these past couple of days?
I think they understand that things like this happen. Of course, nobody wants this, and they know how important she is. But I think they also believe in our team and the depth of our team, and they're going to keep moving forward.
What have you seen from the young players that kind of stepped up, obviously, this weekend? Sydney talked a little bit about it, just feeling comfortable. You knew that you'd have to have people step up regardless of what happened.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in this freshman class and what they're going to do in the future here and what they're going to do right now for a few of them. With Sierra Daniel and Maddie McKee, how they had to step up and they performed well. I think they're only going to get better with time, with more at bats, with more experience. So, I'm proud of them being ready when their number was called. I think it's hard to sit and watch your team play for all those games in a row and then, hey, here you go, you're thrown into it. But I think they were ready when their number was called, and they've done a great job.
Is Carly progressing towards coming back anytime soon?
She is. She is in good shape, and I don't know her exact date, but I know we will have her back.
How is the team kind of feeling heading into SEC play?
I think the team's excited. I think they understand it's a different season. I think the 19-0 is over for them. I think we're back to 0-0 in everybody's minds, and they understand the work and commitment they have to have this week to be prepared. I think we're still a really veteran team that's been through SEC play, so they understand the grind of it, how tough it is, how any team can beat any team any given day. So I think they understand the mentality it takes to go in there and kind of start the season over again.
What have you seen scouting so far of Kentucky?
They're always well coached. They have really good strategy. They have good players. They're super athletic. I think they have 3 really strong arms on the mound. So we'll have our work cut out for us, and I'll say the same thing probably every time you ask me for every SEC team we play all year when, we have the entire SEC virtually ranked in the top 25. Everybody is talented. Everybody is well coached. Everybody's well prepared. So every weekend we're going to have to show up and play the best version of LSU softball.
It looks like it could be pretty cold, maybe Sunday. So like a high of 47, low of 30. But same for both teams. You just have to get back and play some cold softball, maybe.
There's no such thing as cold weather, just a lack of preparation.
Good deal. Kentucky, I know we always talk about it. I don't know what the question is, but they're always tricky, right? I mean, when you guys play them, runs have been hard to come by. Can you put a thumb on a finger on anything there? Or?
Well, they're really well coached, and their coach is always well prepared. She has really strong strategy, a strong game plan. They have pitchers that can execute the game plan. So I don't think we're the only team in the SEC that feels this way going to Kentucky. I think everybody understands how talented their coach is and their team, and they have pitchers that execute and players that buy into her system, and they really can execute her plan at the highest level.
How has Taylor's presence kind of helped calm the 2 freshmen as they start in the infield alongside her?
Yeah, I think Taylor's a key, and I've asked her to step up and really lead and speak. And I think there were a couple times this weekend where maybe she didn't talk enough because Danica would have been the voice in a couple situations, and I had to remind her hey, you're the voice, you're the one, you got to keep talking, and she will be great in that role. And as we progress, the freshmen will get bigger voices, louder voices, and they will step up too. I think at first they just are really focused on themselves, and after we figure out how to do life out there as freshmen, then we can kind of open up and contribute to leading the team too.
Is there a better person than Taylor kind of for that role, you think?
No, I mean, she already is the on-field general. I think Sierra Briggs is our vocal leader. She's the one that's going to call them up and ask for intensity, but I think Taylor's always the field general, and she always gets everybody in the right spots, so she is the perfect person to lead this team.
How do you feel like, winning the games you have in so many different ways so far this season helps you to SEC play?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we've shown we can do a lot of different things. I think we've shown we can win a close one, win a big one, win a pitcher's duel, win a slugfest. So I think we've shown that we can do a lot of things. We bunted our way to a win this weekend, so we've got the short game piece too. So you know, I think that's going to pay off. At the end of the day, the thing that is the most important is that our team is very resilient, that whether they're down or whatever the situation is late in games, they find ways to win. And I think that's the biggest key.
Talking about the depth that this team has in the circle, it feels like getting more comfortable. How do you feel about it, and how's the whole staff feel about going into SEC play, what you have, and who you can kind of throw out there?
Yeah, I thought the last piece to the depth this weekend was a healthy Kelly Lynch, and I think she really showed what she's capable of. Had 2 really strong outings this weekend. So when you combine her with Raylan and Sid, Casanova's had some good moments. Emma Strood has shown she can get through lineups, you know, as well. So I think once we combine them all together and we see what we really have, I think everybody's happy with the spot that we're in and feels good about it.
Does that allow you to maybe play matchups when you scout a team going into the weekend maybe differently than in years past?
I think so. I mean, I think we've always kind of had a deep staff, and I think this year we still do have a true ace with Sid Burzon. But, you know, so I think we'll try to use her as best we can in the right spaces. But I do think, you know, we have people that are capable of starting games. There are people that are capable of relieving. And I think the really nice thing is we have 3 really different looks when you're talking about Sid, Kelly, and Ray. They are very different, hard to prepare for all 3 of them, and I think that will pay off as we move forward, too.
I noticed a career or a season high strikeouts for Kelly. Is she typically more of the get the ball and play to the spots where defenders are, or swing and miss?
I would say she's probably our highest strikeout number person. Just rise ball in the sport of softball tends to be, you know, the strikeout pitch that people are chasing a lot. It's a chase pitch, and she is one of the best rise balls I've ever seen or been around. So I think she's capable of high strikeout numbers, and I think as she gets comfortable and gets able to compete at her full capacity, you're going to see more and more of that.
Kind of looking ahead, y'all have Texas right whenever y'all come back. Have y'all already started kind of preparing for that one?
We have not. I think Kentucky is a big task, and, you know, an SEC opponent. Texas is going to be a short turnaround, and I know they're, you know, number 1 in a couple of the polls, so it's going to be a big day, a really exciting day here at Tiger Park, but we're going to deal with Kentucky first. We have our work cut out for us there.
I don't know if we'll talk to you until then, but that's the first field trip game you guys will have. What are some of the things you're looking forward to?
I have no idea what that's going to feel like, but it's going to be exciting. So I know one of my daughter's classes is coming too, so that'll be cool to have her and all her friends in the stands and, you know, get to point out Mom, hopefully. So that'll be fun. But I have no idea how that's going to feel in Tiger Park or what it's going to look like. So we're up for the adventure, though, and no better team to have on the field with us than Texas to do it.
Are you worried about the outfield? You know, there's typically a good amount of kids running around with parents, albeit not a full class of 30 kids. I don't know.
I think it is going to be a really fun day. So if you're coming to watch us, though, you might want to make sure you get here early and get your seat.